So, we are ready to finish the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let me get Steam started up real quick. Also, had a bit of a surprise this morning. Nintendo announced a Xenoblade Chronicles Direct on Wednesday. And I am excited for it, but Nintendo is just trying their absolute best to be unpredictable this year. So I made a video. It's not public yet. I made it on June 9th, I think. And this is going to be something for, I guess, the early bird people to hear. Oh, I'm really quiet? Hold on here. So anyway, I made a video talking about speculating on what could be at a Nintendo Direct, and my intention was that it would be a video that would go up right as the Nintendo Direct was announced. My idea was I would be one of the first people to get out a video talking about the Nintendo Direct. The Direct would get announced, and I'd be able to just click publish. The video is ready, but the longer the time is going on here without a Nintendo Direct, the worse that video is aging. And so I'm now here. I talk about Xenoblade a couple of times in it. And I talk about some other games that haven't come out yet as of recording it, but are almost about to come out. So it's like if they don't make the Direct. And then there's that rumor of it being like on the 9th, which does make sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because if there's the Xenoblade Chronicles Direct on the 22nd, the 29th is literally just a week later. So I think that makes sense. But it's like, because my video is just going to age poorly. So I don't know what to do. Do I, like, make the video... Do I just put, like, a comment on it with, like, just saying, hey, here's some updates? Or do I edit the video? I'll probably do the first one. I'll just upload it as it is. But it's like, oh my god. I tried to get ahead of the game, and Nintendo was just like, no, we're not going to do that at all. Here's a Xenoblade Direct, completely invalidating one of your big points at the end of your video. Spoilers, I guess, for a video that I haven't published yet. Anyway, let me get the Stanley Parable started up. I still don't have the video from the last one uploaded. I do have it downloaded. Don't worry, it's not gone forever. But I do have it. I just need to get it up and get it on YouTube. We are going to finish it today. We've got a list that my brother made up, who is also a moderator, and he's going to give me the last few things that we have left to do, as well as if we finish this in good time, I do have one more thing we're going to do today. We're going to do Aperture Desk Job. We might open some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because it was my birthday last week, and I got this, so I thought we might open this in a little bit afterwards. And if we still have time, we're going to do something special, but I'm not 100% on that yet. If we don't this week, we might, or if we don't during this stream, maybe we'll stream again on Wednesday during the Xenoblade Direct, and then we'll do the special thing afterwards. If we don't do it today, and if we do it today, then we'll probably continue it after the Xenoblade one, because I think I probably will stream the Xenoblade Direct, maybe. It'll depend on how that day looks, if I have anything else going on. But I think that would be a good day. I do want to start streaming more often. I don't think it's going to be like multiple times a week, but I do want to maybe start trying to stream once per week, maybe on like the same day. I don't know what that day is going to be yet. There's still a lot I have to figure out about that to try to get things a little more in order. Anyway, let me get the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe started, and we will begin. And always remember to tell me if the audio is not good. Alright, where is it? Hello. There we go. Okay, yeah, okay, be sure to enter your favorite time into the clock. So that's the first thing that we need to do. Because every time there's this clock, And we were told last time that we could enter whatever time we wanted, so we're going to enter our favorite time for the current time. And where'd my mouse go? There it is. I'm going to go with 3:14. 3:14 p.m., your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now, I'm curious how accurate 3:14 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate? Not very. It's a good few hours off. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Oh no, it's stealing our data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Nick, I need you to give me the list of things that we have yet to do. So let's go. So just like copy and paste that list into the chat for me. Oh wait, I just realized we have no audio in the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, we're good now. So what all do we need to do?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All of
Stanley
his
decided to
were
go
gone.
to the
What do
meeting
we do?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think one of the ones was we needed to turn on the mind control, so we'll do that one first. That was one we kept
Stanley
putting
lifted
off
his
last
bucket,
time.
he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere.
All buckets
This
everywhere.
adventure, he
Also,
decided,
I don't
was
have the
for
bucket
all of
today.
them.
I don't have the bucket.
Stanley
Let me turn
clutched
off
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I did not bring the bucket. Okay, so we're gonna do turning on the mind control real quick. Cheats with
Still
bucket,
no
bucket
one was
destroy, mind
here.
control, bucket.
Stanley needed the bucket's
Mind control,
warmth and
no
comfort
bucket,
now
beat
more
the
than
narrator,
ever.
destroyer,
Perhaps
quick
his
pressure.
boss's
Okay, there's
office
a lot
was
going
where
on.
he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yep.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster
If not for
fire,
the bucket.
if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Yep.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the
I
dark
forget what
clouds
it
of
is. So I'm
confusion
gonna,
and
it was
chaos.
2845 maybe?
It would be with him, always.
Ah, crap.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Well,
It would be
not
all
unknown.
Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Like I said, we're going to turn the mind control on. We're going to see if there's anything
Stanley
new
and the
in
bucket
that
walked straight ahead
area.
through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
And then we're
screens.
gonna
What horrible
up, we
secret did
will
this
do
place
some other
hold?
stuff.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Oh, it's open. I was reading the list. That's right. So we got that crusher, the bucket crusher. So we got to do stuff with the bucket crusher too.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
There's 427.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
It
as
could
Stanley
contain the
cradled
tears
it
because tears
gently,
are a liquid.
reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Yes,
Had the
obviously.
bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
We always trust the bucket.
But here was the
All right,
proof.
so
The heart of the
obviously
operation.
before all of these
Controls
buttons
labeled
did
with
nothing.
emotions.
I'm gonna
happy
assume it's gonna be
or
mostly the
sad
same.
or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
Turn it on!
over
Let's
and
do
up.
it!
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and
The
pressed the
bucket
button to
did
turn
it!
on the controls. Stanley gasped in
What?
horror.
It
Had
was
this
the
been the
bucket.
bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in
The bucket.
disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
A bucket? Oh, birds.
Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Ah. Bird. Bird.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
I'm sure.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
I'm sure that's what it
Had the
is.
bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom
I have a story
because
about
they spent the rest of their lives here
Owls.
in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
We've been mind controlled
And
to look at
Stanley
birds.
was happy.
All right, that was it. We got birds. No, I actually did a thing once where I actually was like, I was doing like a charity thing where I was looking. It
All of
wasn't
his
charity. I was
co-workers
doing like a
were gone.
scientific thing.
What
almost.
could it mean?
They had this
Stanley
like
decided to go to the meeting room.
crowdsourced
Perhaps he had simply
thing
missed
online.
a memo.
And
No
what I had
matter
to
how
do was I
hard
looked at
Stanley looked,
pictures of
he
like
couldn't
trail,
find a
not
trace
trail
of
cams,
his
but they were setting up
co-workers.
cameras outside of owl dens, and I had to
What
like
new
look at the
mysteries lay in
pictures and see
store
if there
for
were
our
any owls, and I would have to
bucket-loving
mark the
heroes
owls
today?
that I
Let's
saw
find
and
out.
stuff. It was actually kind of cool.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Okay.
to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So we did the okay. So I'm looking at the list. There's cheats with bucket, which we need to do later. I'll do that one in a little bit. We need to we already destroyed the mind control facility. We did that one. We got the mind control. We just did that one. We need to try the mind control with no bucket to see if it's possible to beat the narrator. I'm going to assume no, but we will try it. We need to get to... How did we get to the destroyer? What did we do to that one? How did we do that again? Oh, you know what? Guess what? I can't turn on cheats. So the cheats ending is not a thing in this one. The button that you open to do cheats in source games is not working. So there's not going to be a cheats ending, I don't think. Or maybe there is if it's something else. I don't know. I don't think that one's going to work in this version of the game. So which way do we go to get to the destroyer? I have kind of forgotten. You don't remember? Ooh, okay. That's going to be interesting.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
It wasn't down, because that's where we had, like, the bucket. We became, like, completely overtaken by the bucket. And it's not here. Let's begin the game again. So we needed to go the
All
other
of his
way.
co-workers
I
were
think
gone.
I remember where we need to go.
What could it mean?
I think I just remembered how
Stanley
we need to
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we need to take that other
Now
elevator,
this,
maybe.
Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket.
Yes, it is.
And indeed it was. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
hold on.
chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, I just had a text message.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Hold on, I gotta
telling him
write something
that the
real quick.
employee lounge was simply the place to be.
All right. So
And
now we
here
need
it
to go
was.
this way.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind.
This might be the final stream of
Bucket
this.
was
I'm going to do
wrong.
these endings.
Stanley took the door on his left.
And
to
then
go
I think
back to
if
the
there's
meeting
any
room.
more, we'll come back on Wednesday. If I
And so
do
the
stream
two
on
of them
Wednesday.
detoured through the maintenance section
think
and walked
this is
straight
it.
ahead to the opposite door.
Pretty sure this is what took us to the destroyer.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this
Yes, I
place
think this is it.
eventually.
Yep, this is it.
You see, your friends and I
There's
are
the baby,
concerned
there's
for you,
the mannequin.
Stanley. We've come
Closet.
together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel
if we
content.
put the
We're the
in
ones
the
that matter,
fire?
Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never
Oh!
seen before.
This is the room.
Yes, I know
from
I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're
cheating
spending
ending.
too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Adventure
We could
Line.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes,
Here we go.
that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
This is still
Don't
good.
you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
All right, so we're going to destroy the bucket this
Don't
time.
you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
rich
True,
lore.
it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels
All
as
right.
though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I'm going to try to no-clip one more time.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
It really feels like I could
Go ahead
do it,
now,
doesn't it?
Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I'm going to try just for a second here. Fine, we'll go do it.
Now listen to me. it's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
I don't think I can put it in.
If you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and crush.
Yeah, it didn't work. So I can't even give it the bucket. I don't think. Unless I have to do it right at the very beginning.
The Bucket Destroyer.
So we'll start over. And maybe we'll see if it's just right at the very beginning I can do it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed... Finally! Yes! The bucket! Yes, yes, yes! I love that bucket.
Bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Destroy the bucket.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
It's going to be
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
We'll get into the broom closet. And just stay here for a sec. Probably nothing. But you never know. Yeah, this is indeed the broom closet. Nope. And then we'll try to come back.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I did see there was another path, but I'm not sure we can do it.
Don't you get it,
Yeah, it's
Stanley?
blocked off.
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
I don't think I
This
can get
is
up
the
this.
Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the bucket destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
No, I can't do it.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Like I'm clicking, but I can't do anything.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Alright, we'll just start over then. So next up... we need to go to the museum without
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Nope. Oh, hello. I'll walk backwards.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so I remember we can... okay, I can speak. We'll do the broom closet next. Not the broom closet. The museum next. Because
Yet
it's
there was
supposed to
not
be
a
different.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
so he doesn't
human
get
life.
mad at me.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
That might
What
be
he
it. The
could
rest
not
of
have known
just
was that the
unlikely guessing.
keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible
basically the
truth
Stanley
that his
parable.
boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it, and Stanley was in such a rush to
no,
get through the story as
shouldn't have
quickly
done
as
that.
possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Alright, so we're going to do the museum with the bucket. Or
Feeling
without the
soothed
bucket.
and rejuvenated,
the baby game without
Stanley
the bucket.
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Again, which we've already done it, but we'll do it one more time just to make sure there's nothing different. And then we will go to we'll turn on the mind control without the bucket and see if there's anything different. There probably isn't on that one. Because that one, I can almost guarantee, like, the whole point of that was that it was, you couldn't do anything.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Alright, let's do it.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
And jump. Oh yeah, it's the Portal 2 scene.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
None at all.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator,
That
as
is still
Stanley was
really
led
meta.
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
All right,
When
is this any
every
different?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wait. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Filing cabinets. Office computers with solitaire. Employee database. Anything on there? Credits. I don't actually remember what was in the original. Or at least not much. So we'll just kind of look around. Fun. Money. Okay, ticking. Zending levers. What color they had pulled. Really? Okay. So this was a... It looks like Portal. This ending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon it and change it again shortly before the launch. I do not remember this. We had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. No, after this early version, we decided we also wanted an option of the player falling to their death. Okay, that ticking. Ah, so they just changed the appearance a little bit. Yep, I see that. That still looks like Portal a little bit. The office. Not sure where that ticking was coming from. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November of 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. So it evolved. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Yeah. Up the elevator. An early version of the countdown room. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down. And placed them together. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Countdown desk, early version. Very first incarnation of the freedom ending from the game's alpha. Oh, boss's office. Scenes from the development, yep. The lounge. Early version. Oh.
Now,
Narration outtakes.
this elevator for sure would get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story.
Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator.
Finally, he pushed the number 9.
For the entirety of the game, roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These clips are from early takes that were not used.
Stanley walked over the bridge. Stanley stood on the roof. Stanley walked through the
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room.
Stanley
Perfect
stood on the
example of
side.
poor level
Stanley
design.
watched.
Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you had even the most
Well, in that
fundamental
case, I'll tell you
understanding
what,
of good
you
and
win.
bad game design.
Congratulations.
But of course, you being you, you'll probably
I know
spend
you
the
put
next
in a lot of
hour
hard
trying to
work,
solve it,
and it really paid off.
I'm just going to make this
Good
easier.
job.
Alright, that's getting a little underground. I wonder what room that would have been in. Maybe the countdown room? Office clock. Oh, and that's the exit. I think we've done everything, right? Sure looks like everything.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But
Oh,
listen
here
to
we
me.
die.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Nah. Alright, so next up we're going to do the baby game. With no bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
One man.
I'm so used to the bucket. It's just an inherent
All of
like,
his
desire
co-workers were
to
gone.
have the bucket
What
now.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Alright. Baby game time. and we're
Stanley
not
was
doing
so
the full
bad
thing
at
'cause
following
I'm not a
directions,
maniac.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know
No
how to
buckets.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
So it's probably still going to
Let me
be just
prove
the more
Let
balls.
me prove that I'm on your
Rocket
side.
League.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Because we had a third option before, didn't we?
You see?
But this
There's
is
nothing
the same.
here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes, all
Work
of
with
the
me.
above.
You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option.
Oh,
This
this is
already
what it was
feels
before.
leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What happens if I walk through here? That's what happens.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's
I think
something
this is
here
just
that
gonna be the same
speaks
as
to
before,
you.
but
If I
we'll
can
go
be
through it
honest
anyway.
here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Did I screw up? You can't jump. I'm not trying to jump. Guys, I think I broke the game. I think I broke the game, guys. Oops.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came
All
to
right,
a
let's
set
try
of
this
two
again.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Try
meeting
this one
room,
more time.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
All right,
Are you
so I'm gonna
that
do this,
convinced
and
that
then
I
I
want
think-
something
'cause
bad to
I
happen
really
to you?
am not
What?
sure
I don't know how to convince you of this,
if
but
the
I
mind control
really
ending is
do
gonna be
want
any
to
different.
help
We'll
you,
try
to
it,
show you
but
something beautiful.
it probably won't
Let
be.
me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yes,
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I
Tell
want...
you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design,
space.
and you can give me some feedback.
Put it in space.
There we go.
That's what I want.
A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now,
I'm just gonna
tell
say
me
one
about
on
your
everything.
experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real...
Oh, we already did the baby. Yeah, we already did. Okay, so we're just gonna... I think that's everything. I'm gonna try the mind control ending. It's probably, I would say 99% sure to be the same. Nah, you know what? Let's just move on to the next thing. I think we're done for now. If there's anything more that I missed, I will check, and I'll just look up like an ending guide, and if there's anything that I missed, we'll do it on the next time I stream, which might be Wednesday, I'm not sure. But with that said, I do have something we're doing next. And that is Aperture Desk Job. Let me change the stream real quick. Oh wait, no, we got to start the game one more time. We need to start the game one more time for the more sliders. I completely forgot about that. Let's do that. We'll do that and then we'll finish. Until the computer is barely visible. Sure. Until the dog and cat are friends. Just more sliders. Until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Well, that's 9. There's a few 9s. We'll go with the Roman numeral. Until you stop adjusting the slider. Right there. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or scrumptious? I like scrumptious a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Please don't adjust. Do you know what time it is right now? Yeah. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? No. What is time anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help? Yes? Will you come back to visit me? Sure. This is giving me Doki Doki vibes, and I'm not liking it. Alright. Yeah! It's gaining sentience. Let's go. How sentient is it now? Oh. Does anybody really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Hi, Epilogue! Oh. Never mind. It looks like we've got ourselves a little bit of a surprise. Well then. Let's do it. I didn't expect an epilogue. Epilogue. Okay. Many, many years later. Oh, we're back to this one. This is the ending from earlier. Okay. This game has an epilogue. Okay. Oh. Chair. Fire. Where did we get the wood? Still no narrator. He's just gone. Still there, but he's just like gone mentally. This is actually pretty. So some music. Walk into the sunset. Oh, we're back here. Hello. With the skip button that was broken before. Are we gonna get it started again or something, or? Oh, in loving memory, the Stanley Parable 2. Oh, this is eerie. I also wonder... So we had those extra sliders. I wonder if that has something to do with the button, the setting master room. Cookie 9's blog, review, The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with the sequel. Where the first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... That's funny. Oh, wait, what's that say? Cat dog born. Oh, no. This is the Nickelodeon timeline. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels, real web. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous and critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Something about the lowest aggregate review scores in video game history. Yeah, nah, because, Diablo Immortal came out recently, so yeah. Oh my god.
Jim.
Guys.
Jim.
We found Jim. Jim is here.
Jim.
Yep, we got the Jim buttons.
Jim.
I did not expect this. Oh, it's the collectibles. This is weird, dude. Stanley. Okay.
Jim.
I wondered if one would be different.
Jim.
That's weird. Okay. Hello. What is down the hole? Okay. Oh? Oh, it's a room. It's that room with the two doors. Oh, this is weird. Oh, it's him. Okay. Are you the narrator or something? Hello again. It's nice to see you. It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3? It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. Oh my god. Stanley's big. Human condition. Saturday night hidden race to the human condition. Let's do it. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. Oh, we've got the EA mentality. Making those FIFAs. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. You know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I couldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great, there's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Oh my god, this is so weird. I don't think we're done yet, guys. You know what? It is 12:29 p.m. right now. So we're going to say 12:30. We're going to enter the right time for once. Until the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Oh, this is so weird. Is it gonna... Okay. Oh my... We got vehicles now! We did it. Alright, let's see here. So how did we get... Okay, we gotta actually... Wait, we might be able to get Settings Master now.
This...
Yeah, I don't care about that. So how did we get back to the... We
All
need
of
to go
his
into
co-workers
the
were
museum.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Right here. Here we go. New content. Return to the Stanley Parable 2 Expo Hall. Okay. Here we are. Can I take the bucket here? Oh! Can I take the bucket? That's where we get the bucket. But can we take the bucket here? We're going to try that. And we're going to try to get into the Settings Master Room. I think this is where we need to go. Maybe. Who would have thought there was this? Okay, this is... Wow. Out of nowhere.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and
Sure you
about
have.
how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Quite the
original
opposite,
Stanley
actually.
Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh yeah, here we are.
Which is why I'm
It's
very
not the
proud
museum,
to
it's like
announce for
the
the
showcase.
first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
We're playing the Stanley Parable 3. Yeah? Oh. I'm an idiot.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Taste
Think
the
of all the
sequel.
new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities.
All right,
it
we
could
can
go in
finally get
so
back
many
here.
different directions. This
They're
is
back,
what fans
two
have
doors.
truly been asking for. Now, to be
All right, let's
clear,
go.
I haven't quite
Come
nailed
on.
down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Are we still out of
I
jumps?
figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical. Here we are.
All right, we're
Go
here.
on, try out some of the new features.
So we need to get the free achievement. Jump, circle, infinite hole.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left
Yep.
in the game on
Here we
accident?
go.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, we got it.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Yeah.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was
We know.
broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
Perhaps.
Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah.
Breathe. Just breathe.
Oh, we're here now. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Things are happening. Maybe we're not doing the other room today. Or at this moment, anyway. Oh, no, never mind. We're just going here. Oops. We got the achievement finally.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Can we do it? No! Give me my jumps! No! I'm out of jumps now. Settings World Champion. Can we do it now? No. Okay. Hello there, settings. I'm gonna look this one up. I'm gonna look it up. Let's find out here. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Settings World Champion. Oh my god. Just manually cycle through literally all the settings. And I have to do every single option. It says use the keyboard for maximum. Okay. Oh boy. So here we are. Finishing up the game. We have to do this on every single slider. So here we are. Changing everything. Every language. Oh my god. This is so bad that we have to do all of this. But here we are. Just going through them one at a time. Oh no. Guys, get comfy. We're gonna be here a minute. If this were a YouTube video, I would cut this out. I need to make sure I actually got all of them on this one. But this ain't a YouTube video, so I can't do it. We're just kinda here. So, chat, how are you guys doing on this fine Monday, right? Yeah. Oh no. I feel like I'm shiny hunting. I don't know if I can like just hold it down to do this.
This is the story of a man named
Oh, that scared me a
Stanley.
little bit.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, it is.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Here we are.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Doing the thing. Oh wait, no, we don't have to go the other way. We'll just reset everything back to default in a minute. You can probably hear every time I'm hitting my keyboard. I'll try to be a little bit quieter there. This is so just... Here we are. The things I do for completion. Oh, there goes the clicking at least. Though I kind of want this back. I don't know if I can just hold it down and it'll count or not. General, VSync, off, on, borderless, windowed, full screen. I don't know if I have to apply all of these or not. I sure hope I don't. Oh my god, if I have to apply these. We'll come back if this doesn't work and we'll apply each of these. That just sounds like torture. Anti-aliasing. Quality profile. Controls. Simplified controls. On. Off. Yeah! We got it! Settings World Champion, baby! Awesome. Reset settings, please. Okay. We are the Settings World Champion now. Great job, you did it. You are the champion of the setting all the sliders to all the possible numbers. Please enjoy this room. This is your room. It was made just for you. Oh my god. It's the freaking reaction meme. The freaking rage comic. It's like 2012 up in here. We did it. We made it into the room. Do I hear? I swear to God, I heard him talking.
The bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What was just said? Because it was like... Hold on. I want to go back. Because it was like weirdly quiet until I paused. I could hear him like muttering. Unless that was
All of his
intentional.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. One man, one bucket,
I want to do this.
one chance to seize their destiny. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I'm taking the bucket with me this time.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley
okay,
Parable
it's just this
Ultra
again.
Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Hold on, I'm gonna... I don't know, maybe it's random each time? I don't know. Or maybe I do need to go through that. I'll try it without the bucket this time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Actually, I
could
should
it
probably
mean?
be scientific and take
Stanley
the bucket
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps it's bucket time.
It's bucket time.
Oh, new content?
Okay, yeah, I think it's just the same. So I'll go through this again, and I want to hear what he said.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Because I think the game might have glitched
What could
there.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm going to see if he says, oh, new content again if I step through. Oh. So it depends on whether or not I hold the bucket. Got it. So we do need to come back through here then with the bucket. We're going to do that. Just to see. It might just be like how we see this ending again, but we'll see. Maybe I will do an ending. I'll look up an ending guide just real quick in a minute. Actually, I'll do it right now while we wait.
You see, Stanley,
Let me
I've
see if
been
there's anything
reflecting
else
on the
we've missed.
Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Ultra
The original
deluxe.
Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new
Ending
content
guide.
for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Let's see.
I say we take it
All
one step
endings.
even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable
New content
2.
ending. We got the skip button ending. We got the sequel ending. The whole ending. The figurines. Reassurance bucket endings. We got the epilogue. All right. I'll have to read. I think it might just be. I think we've got all the
Yes, you
endings.
see, isn't this far superior to a
that
measly
aren't
re-release with a few
bucket-related,
minor
so I'll just check the
additions?
bucket-related
Think of all the
ones.
new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
All right.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring
got
up
all of
around
the
them.
major
It'll all
endings,
work
and we'll
itself
see if
out.
there's any
Game development is much. Here we are.
additional
Go on,
endings that we
try
just
out some of
missed.
the new features.
Now, where was that room? It's up here, right? Yep, here we go.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement.
Here
well
we go.
done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's
Every
nothing
single
you
one.
haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well,
Bumpscosity.
I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the
see.
rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Every level. Oh no. Ah! There it is. 1,000. What does it do? Who knows? Alright, we'll try 0 bumpscosity then. Looks the same. Yeah, I think it don't know if it does anything, so we'll keep it at 1,000 instead of 100. Congratulations, you have won. Hey, welcome, Cooper. It increases clicking noise. Oh. No, it sounds about the same, unless it's something else. I think we've done pretty much everything. I want to look through one more time. I actually have a settings guide pulled up. And we're just going to see if we've done and missed anything. Because we got the epilogue and everything. Let's see here. Hold on one moment here. Apparently there might be an ending we get if we can bug the game, sort of. So what I'm gonna do... I've done the epilogue. Oh, we got the different one. So here's the thing that I read.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
There's
decided to go to the
apparently, if we
meeting
can
room.
get back
Perhaps
through
he
a
had
door-
simply missed a memo.
Right as it's closing, we can get an ending.
When Stanley came to a
Maybe.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait. What am I waiting for? Oh, was I not supposed to do the other one? Oh, wait. Creeper, why? What?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Oh.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You had dog mode. What?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Come on. I'm trying to get through the door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to...
For the next ending, stay in the meeting room and close both doors behind you.
his
Okay.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, this is the meeting room. This is the meeting room, so I'm right here. Both doors are closed. Do I just wait? Stay for about 5 to 10. 5 to 10 minutes? Then restart. Please no more Oh! Okay. Wait a minute. Alright, we'll do it. Also, after this, we are going to be opening up a box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I got for my birthday, and then we're going to play Aperture Desk Job after that. And then on Wednesday, there's going to be the Xenoblade Chronicles Direct, and we might stream that. And we might do something else today. I'm not sure yet. It's going to depend on what time we get everything done with. So I'll assume we've been going about a minute and a half, maybe. I don't know. I'll go until 12:57. When you get into the whiteboard ending, open all the doors. Okay. Okay, you think it's safe to start over now? In the blue room, got it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Or
What
you
could it
mean
mean?
when you open up
Stanley
the door
decided to
from the
go to
office
the
and it
meeting
goes
room.
into
Perhaps
the,
he had simply missed a memo.
and it's all blue. It's a more like a blue room. Or do you mean the what's it called? I can't remember. Oh. This is different than normal.
When Stanley
No,
came...
I think what it is that it's just random. To get the blue room, it's just a random every time you restart. Oh, here's one of the different ones. When you spawn in, okay. I do want to try real quick, one more time, to try to get the...
When Stanley came to a...
Apparently there's an ending you get if you can get back through a door. Don't know how. I'll have to check again in a minute, maybe. But I'll keep restarting until we get the blue room, because I think it's random. Now we're shiny hunting. Except the boss's office. Okay, we'll try the boss's office one. I thought that. Because that's like, it's a double door. So it might be the one to go with. Ah, here we go. It's about as blue as it gets.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah! I've seen this ending in the original, and I think what it was, I think I saw somebody do a speed run on this one. Dog. Dog mode. We got the whiteboard ending.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Dog mode has been enabled.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now we'll go into the boss's office and we'll try to go back through the doors.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he coming to a staircase,
Click the
Stanley
air.
walked upstairs to his
Oh, I
boss's
can bark!
office.
I have dog mode. Alright. Here we go.
Stepping
No!
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover.
I messed it up. Oh, it like has a pause too, so it even lets you. Oh, I don't
All
have
of his
dog mode anymore.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
lost
decided
dog
to go
mode.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'll take the bucket with me just in case we
time.
need it. This should be pretty quick.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and
Walk
comfort
it. Yeah, I
now
know. I
more
need to
than
walk
ever.
in and back out.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd
I went
find
too far in
answers.
and
Coming
waited.
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping in.
There we go. We did it. We did the thing. We're good now. Yep. All the way back to the office. We've made it. We've broken the game. I may try this without the bucket too, just in case. Oh, this door's open instead. No, you know what? I think I remember this ending from the first game. This is in the first game as well. You are now leaving. Escape. Yes, I do remember this one. I do remember this. This was in the original game too. So we'll just do it with the bucket. It's very hard to see. There we go. Escape pod launch bay. Oh, we're putting the bucket there. We're just sending the bucket off, aren't we? Are we drying the bucket's tears? If you're not bucket, you will be fine. We will save the bucket. We saved the bucket, guys. Bye, bucket. Yep. We did it. Alright. Let me see if there's anything else. Let me check if there's any more. Looking for more ending guides here, if there's any more endings that we missed. Original endings. New content endings. Got the collectible ending, escape pod ending. Stanley is famous ending. Yeah, we did that one. Oh, that is a new ending. Riding the elevator up and down is a new ending. Check the bucket room first.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it
Hold
stopped
on.
shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Oh! The bucket's gone! Oh! Well, now what? Do I do it again, I guess? Hold on, I want to check one thing. Alright, we got the tape ending, epilogue. It just says that there's different bucket endings. Okay, let me check the bucket endings. Okay, so we did the escape ending. You know what? Did we do the adventure line ending with the bucket?
When Stanley came to a set of
Bye,
2
we'll see ya.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're gonna try the adventure line ending after we do the.
Yet there was not a
escape
single person
room,
here
escape pod
either.
ending one more time.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
We don't have the
Stanley
bucket, though. We need to
decided
get
to
the
go
bucket
up
back.
to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the
Stanley was
story
in
as
such a
quickly as
rush.
possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I'm a moron. Oh. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for letting me know that the game is a little bit loud. I'll fix that here.
How wonderful.
We are
Stanley
almost
was
done with all
alone.
of the endings. There's just like
Finally.
a
This is
couple
great,
missing. Oh, here's
he
the
thought
bucket.
to himself.
Replacement
This is what I've wanted all
bucket.
along. I got
That's
what I
good.
wanted.
We got the replacement bucket.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
That's awesome. All right, now we need to go. I'm gonna try going back here real quick. This probably won't do anything. No, okay. So next up, we're gonna do the adventure line. Where's the adventure line here? How did we do the adventure line ending again? No, I don't mind your usual form of greeting. Oh, I'm still quiet. Let me turn this down a bit, and I will turn this up to about here for now. That works. All right, let's go. How did we do the adventure line? Let me look it up real quick, because I don't remember how to do the adventure line. Yeah, how do we do the adventure line? Because I think that's one of the very... We've gone pretty much every ending with the bucket. I don't remember if we did the adventure line or not.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
I think we
to his
needed to go
chest
through the right
and
first,
entered the
if I'm
door
not
on his
mistaken.
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
Right door
that the employee
first.
lounge
Oh,
was
down the
simply
lift.
the place to be.
Down the lift, okay.
And here it was.
But we've
Had
done
the
that one
bucket
before,
turned
so
out to be
we might have already
correct?
done that
Well,
one
no,
then.
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured.
Yeah,
from
we've
the
done
retail
that one.
section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Although, wait a minute. So we've done it with the bucket. Let me just check to make sure there's nothing else. Alright, so we've got the normal ending, we got the control ending. We got the escape ending. Let me just... Okay, yeah, we did this one. The Seeing Stars ending, where we go to the basement. We did that one. Broom Closet, we did that one. We went through the White Void. Awaiting Input ending. I actually don't know if I've got this one in the original. In the early office before the doors, you need to interact with 5 computers. 1 per reset and all in the same session. Okay. So I need to find all the computers that are awaiting input, and there's 5 of them, and then I get an ending for doing that.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So let's look around for him real quick. Ah, here we go. Input received. And then we can reset. Did you do the mind control basement ending? Yes, the one where you fall into the where you fall down and like live a whole life down there. Yeah, we did that one in the last stream.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
that
the
one
meeting
should
room.
be going.
Perhaps
That
he
one's
had
not up
simply
on
missed a
YouTube
memo.
yet, but it should be going up on YouTube soon. I'm gonna get it ready to go probably today. Ah, input received again. And I'm gonna try this one with and without the bucket. Oh, I didn't try it without the bucket.
All of his
That's a good
coworkers were
point.
gone. What could
I
it
only tried
mean?
it with the bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna do that. It said they were all before the first choice doors, so I need to find it.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Odd, let me reset again. You can't await input with the bucket. Oh, okay, so that one's just separate. I actually don't know if I got this one, though, so...
All of his
I mean, I don't know if I
co-workers
got
were
this in the
gone.
original one
What
back
could
when I
it
first
mean?
played it.
Stanley decided to
Maybe
go to
I
the
did.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hold on, let me check one more time here. Oh! Boss's office lobby at the secretary's desk. There's one there. I've never gotten this ending before, I don't think.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
So we need to go into the boss's
he entered
office.
the door on his left.
No, I don't think so, because I think it's just this one is out of order. I have a list on my phone. There's like a,
Yet
I
there
have a
was
page
not a
pulled
single
up.
person here either. Feeling a wave
And I think
of
this is the only
disbelief,
one that's
Stanley
like later in the
decided to
game.
go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's see. Okay, we did that. So it should be this one? Yes! Yeah, I never did that before. I saw the input received thing before in previous games, or when I played the first one a few years ago, but I never
All of his co-workers
saw
were
that.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Okay, that's one more. And I think it's supposed to be Stanley's computer last. Okay. I've never done this before. Oh no, I have done this one before. I've done this. I remember this. Yeah, it's got all the buttons. I have done this one. I just completely forgot about it. Buttons. Yeah, I remember this one now. Oh, they're lighting back up now. Yeah, I remember this one. Alright, let me see if there's any others that I'm missing here. No, I think that's it. Maybe there's an ending I missed, but I think we've gotten all of them now. There's one more thing I want to do. I want to... Oh, the mind control. Thank you for reminding me. I almost completely forgot that. I want to do that, and I want to go in and out of the game a couple of times just to see the counter tick up. Oh, it's still awaiting input. So yeah, we'll
all of his co-workers were gone. What
go to
could it mean?
the mind control room
Stanley
and fall
decided
off.
to go to the meeting room.
Without the
Perhaps
bucket
he had
this
simply
time.
missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad.
Oh, okay,
Stanley
thank
pushes
you.
some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Thank you. Make my life easier today. I don't even have to enter the code. Like I said, once we finish this up and we do these last 2 things, we're going to open up some
Descending
Yu-Gi-Oh
deeper
cards,
into
and
the
then we'll do
building,
we'll play
Stanley
Aperture
realized
Desk
he
Job,
felt
which
a
is
bit
supposed to be a pretty
peculiar.
short game.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Boy, it's been a while since
Why
I've
did
heard
he
the
feel
original
this
dialogue.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, so it should be... I think it's the second room here. Oh! Stanley... Hey, that's right.
The lights rose on an enormous
That's in the
room
first game
packed
too,
with
though. I think we'll
television
just kind of skip
screens.
that one for now.
What horrible
Oh,
secret
here we go.
did this place hold? Stanley thought.
Doesn't
to
matter.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see,
Yep.
back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013,
getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret. That's
I might have
just
heard
for
this.
you. That's how special you are.
I might have heard this elsewhere.
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Is this... I think this is. I think I've heard this before elsewhere.
You did it. Good job.
My brother and I heard this together.
3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
Restart until you get Stanley Parable 8 after you had done the number 8 so many times.
But now
Okay, I'll try that.
Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything.
Railings don't mean anything.
Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
We did it, guys. We broke the game. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we'll do the 8 real quick. And then we will go and get the, we'll get the counter up a bunch. I'm thinking like 5 or 6.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts.
Yes.
How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
I turned the bumpscosity all the way up and he commented on it. I love it. Wait. Should I leave it up? I'll leave it up for now, but I might turn it down in a sec. We'll do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll do it with no bumpscosity.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
I might need to reboot the game. I'm gonna reboot the game, hold on. I'm gonna reboot the game and then we're gonna go get the 8. And I'll turn the bumpscosity down too. Did I do? Yes, I did do the vent. That one is in the video that is going up on YouTube soon. I recorded it and it's downloaded on my computer. I just need to upload it to my YouTube channel. So it should be up. I'm probably going to get it going up today. So it might be in the next day or two before you see it. Yeah, by the way, I'm Wallsox Productions on YouTube. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Let me do this. Stanley Parable 4. Crocodile pencil. Yeah. There we go. Hold on. That's a thumbnail right there. That might be the thumbnail. That might have to be. Now we'll go... We'll turn the bumpscosity down to 0. And we'll see what that does. Now we'll get
All of his
the 8s.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We'll do it with the bucket. Why not?
It's bucket time.
It's bucket time. Escape the
Stanley clenched
sequel.
the bucket tightly to his chest and
That
entered
would have
the
been
door
good.
on his left.
Oh my god, last time we streamed this, I actually, like,
Stanley
halfway through the
was
stream,
here. Stanley needed the bucket's
went and I
warmth
grabbed a
comfort now
bucket
more than
out
ever.
of the garage in my
Perhaps his boss's
house.
office
And I
was
just
where
had,
he'd find
I had it, like,
answers.
right next to me, just standing there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
I didn't
walked
bring the bucket
upstairs
this
to
time,
the
sadly.
boss's office.
Alright, 8s.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
I don't know if I
human
did
life.
this on this one or not.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the
Oh,
bucket.
there we go. We got
And
8s.
now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
So we got
bucket
8 now.
And
And now we can do this. I want to see if he comments on the bumpscosity.
all of his co-workers were gone.
Alright. Now I'm going to get us... I'm going to get us up to 10. Let's go to the Stanley Parable 10. Alright. Here's what we're doing. Stanley Parable 10. Oh, I see what you're saying until I get to the Stanley Parable 8. Okay. Then you play the 8th. So wait, are you saying I need to do the 8 on Stanley Parable 8? Okay, wait. Passion of the paperwork. That works. That works. The music! Oh my god, it's that... Look at that, there you go. Another potential thumbnail. Oh my god, this is that, like, royalty-free music. Alright. Here we go. We're up to 6. I'm actually going to move this. I'm going to move my camera over here for a minute. So that we can see the logos. Let's see. Inspector... No, Saturday Night Stapler. That's a good one. Oh my god. There we are. When you're... Okay. So we're almost to 8. The cheese. The Stanley Parable 7. The cheese. Yep, there we are. The cheese. Alright. One more. This is it. This is number 8. Let's see. All right. Infinite baby. There we go. Infinite baby. It's fire now. All right, let's go. Oh. I see what you're saying now.
Hold on. What's this?
8.
8.
8.
Okay.
8.
The Stanley Parable 8?
Yep.
No,
8.
this doesn't look right at all. The Stanley
8.
Parable takes place in an
8.
office building. There are
8.
doors and branching
8.
paths. This is just a button that says 8. Where did the Stanley Parable go?
Hold on, I'm looking around real quick.
8. 8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
All right, see you later.
8. 8. 8.
8.
8. 8. 8.
8. 8.
8.
I'm
8.
looking around and I really can't find the game
8.
anywhere. No boss's office or mind control
8.
facility or
No
any
mind
of that.
control.
Literally just this
8.
8 button.
8.
And what's worse is that
8.
you seem to be having a better time with
8.
this nonsense
8.
game than with the story
8.
I wrote for you.
8.
I'm actually
Yeah,
a little
it's-
insulted.
It's pretty
8.
riveting, I'm not going to lie.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Well, I don't know
8.
what happened to the Stanley Parable or what the
8.
8 button is, but
8.
apparently you're having a riveting time with it.
Riveting.
Frankly, I
8.
don't even want to pander
8.
to someone who finds this enjoyable.
8.
So with that, I guess
8.
just go ahead
8.
and enjoy the
8.
Stanley
8.
Parable 8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8. Is this getting
8.
annoying yet? 8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8. 8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8. 8. 8.
I don't know, it might just do this
8.
forever.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
9. Haha, I got you off guard there. Oop, I bumped it.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Yeah, I think this is just it. Okay. Begin the game again.
Hold on.
8.
What's this?
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's a good way to end. Infinite baby. Hold on. I want to get us up to 10 first. Before we go any further, I do want to get us to 10, and then we will move on. Because every time I thought we were done, there was just more content. Just more and more and more. Like, oh, we're done. Oh, no, wait, there's an epilogue. Alright. The Stanley Parable 9. The original. There's no Star Walker option. Skeleton escape. A new kind of escape. Paperwork. Mind control machine. A new kind. I should have done monkeys. There it is. We're going. Hold on. We'll go to 10. 10 is going to be our cutoff point. We could go as long as we wanted, but we got to end it somewhere. Ooh, unforgivable printer jam. A whisper of circles, destruction of chemicals, beyond choice. Unforgivable printer jam. There we go. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah, that's screenshot material right there. That's thumbnail material. All right.